Hey, welcome back. Obviously, there's a 5-minute limit. So let's go back to where we were here and get this done. So we've looked at our thesis, and now we're into the body paragraphs. Like I told you before, I really think it would be a good idea to consider each of these sections rather than body paragraphs, okay? Because you are going to have more than one paragraph per section. If you don't, you're never going to make that 6 to 8 pages. So I've created a formula for you here, right here. Yay. Okay, and it should work for you. Now, when you look at this, you might say, well, I could look at my recommendations and I could do that in a separate paragraph before my conclusion. Yes, you can do that. The reason I didn't do that is because I feel like it's a little more seamless when you follow this. Okay, so let's go through it real quick. Okay, part A. Okay, so this is section 1, reason 1. Mine, if you remember correctly, was cost of living. We see that up here. Okay, so I need to explain and address the reason with evidence and implications of evidence. So implications means what's the cause and effect here? Okay, I'm using evidence. How does my evidence tie into my big idea of cost of living? So why does cost of living affect the homelessness in Seattle? So here we go. All right, and like I said, it's corresponded with the yellow. I know, you're welcome. Here we go. Tent City, a permanent fixture of makeshift shacks and tents in Seattle's downtown since 2012, is, for many, the only way they can afford to survive the inordinate cost of living. I can't say that word, apparently. Okay, so right here, this is my topic sentence, and it says exactly what the reason is. Okay? Now, directly below that, I start giving evidence, and I say, according to the 2018 census, cost of living in Seattle at minimum is a necessary $100,000. Okay, and right here, I give my citation. So I got it from seattle.gov, and I got it in that website at the bottom is updated as 2020. Okay, this next part is extremely vital for you. You have got to, I repeat, you have got to interact with the evidence you provide. Okay, so when I say this minimum, I'm referring back to my evidence, okay? And I'm explaining how my evidence ties into cost of living. Okay, so this minimum barely covers rent as the market has seen inflation over the last couple of years. Studio apartments in the East Side slums range from $2,500 to $3,000 a month. Okay, and again, I have my citation. I got that from Trulia. Many participants of Tent City argue, so right now, when I talk about this, remember, you need to talk about both sides of the issue, okay, pros and cons, before you begin to sway someone on either side, okay? So participants argue that as there are no laws restricting squatters, they can forgo the inflated rental costs and associated contracts. In 2017, KOMO News ran a series of interviews on the problem of homelessness in which one interviewee stated, "Problem? Homelessness isn't a problem. Tent City is built on freedom from rank capitalism." Now, this time, notice that I just have the 2017 there. That's because I gave you right here where it came from. Okay, so it came from KOMO News. All right, so however, many members of the public, now I'm going to look on the other side of it. So I've talked to the Tent City people. Now I'm going to tell you about the people that don't like it. Oh my gosh, I have 29 seconds. I hate this 5-minute thing. Okay, however, many members of the public argue that the onslaught of homeless squatters has harmed the city's appeal. In the same KOMO News story, City Councilman Edmund Norris insisted, when someone visits our city, we want them to remember Safeco Field, Pike's Place, or even the rain. What we do not wish is for tourists to remember being surrounded by dirty encampments. All right, go to video 3, people.